Roy Price, vice president of Amazon Studios. Paul Zimmerman. Weaver Image. Amazon has suspended Roy Price, the head of its ambitious video program and the company's point man in Hollywood. It is also considering cutting ties with projects it is working on with the Weinstein Company, which fired its CEO, Harvey Weinstein, this week. The move comes on the same day that actress Rose McGowan, who says Weinstein raped her, called out Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos via Twitter. Peter Kafka. Recode. Google and the country's biggest brick-and-mortar retailers have one major problem in common: Amazon. So Google is partnering with Target, Walmart, and Home Depot in what is essentially an anti-Amazon alliance, expanding a voice shopping initiative that lets shoppers equipped with Google Home speakers order items through voice commands. Meanwhile, all the major retailers are battling for home delivery dominance. Here are some of the innovations that Amazon, Walmart, Target, and others are trying to get more stuff to you faster. Jason Del Rey. Recode. Black lawmakers will visit Silicon Valley next week to urge companies like Airbnb, Facebook, Uber, and Twitter to improve their hiring practices and address the spread of racist content on their platforms. The House call by Democratic Representatives Barbara Lee and G.K. Butterfield is part of a Congressional Black Caucus campaign called TECH 2020, which aims to increase the representation of African American workers at all levels of the tech industry. Tony Romm. Recode. Female founders only received about 2% of U.S. venture capital money in 2016, and now 2 women are launching a $2 million venture capital fund that plans to only invest in other women. Led by philanthropic advisor Lindsay Taylor Wood and former Carlin Ventures investor Aaron Shipley, the helm will focus on making 8 to 10 seed investments of about $200,000 in its first year. Theodore Schliefer. Recode. Here's how a failed OS startup called Cyanogen pivoted into self-driving construction equipment. Cyanogen was hot in 2015, producing an open-source operating system for Android that was on track to hit 500 million handsets by 2020 until mishaps and disagreements shut it down. Resurrected a year later as Cygne, the company is still in stealth and now promises innovative solutions for autonomous machines and vehicles. Mark Harris. Recode. Can Google catch up to Apple in hardware? On the latest Too Embarrassed to Ask podcast, Google's senior vice president of hardware Rick Osterloh talks with Kara Swisher and Lauren Good about how Google plans to turn itself into a high-end hardware brand with a suite of new products, including the second iteration of high-end Pixel smartphones and an AI-powered camera called Google Clips. The unifying theme, Google Assistant, the company's answer to Siri, Alexa, and Cortana. Eric Johnson. Recode. Top stories from Recode. Oculus is building 4 different VR headsets in hopes you'll find one you can afford. Cheaper headsets are part of Facebook's plan to bring virtual reality to the masses. CarGurus. Apple proves you don't need early venture funding to succeed on Wall Street. A story about a founder who didn't plead for early cash. Lyft's new in-app navigation for drivers knocks out one more previous Uber advantage. Lyft is working with Google Maps. LinkedIn is finally selling autoplay video ads. Better late than never. HuffPost's Lydia Polgreen and Time Inc.'s Rich Batista are coming to Code Media 2018. You should join us there. This is cool. Turns out size does matter after all.